How do guys feel about girls making the first move? That would be a huge confidence boost. Regardless if I'm interested in the girl or not, I think most dudes aren't too experienced with being approached, so awkwardness might ensue. My girlfriend was actually the one who made the first move. We've been together for 3 years. I don't see any problem with girls doing the first move. Last week, I had a girl that I was on a first date with initiate the first kiss. I'm usually a hug first date, kiss second date type of guy, so this blew me away. In short, yes times 1000. I married a girl who made the first move. Does that answer your question? Make it, please, for the love of God. Literally every guy in this thread will be very happy for you to make the first move. I think most guys would like it. Men, in general, rarely get compliments. For a girl to make the first move on them is probably the best compliment they could ever have. Girls who can initiate are so much hotter than ones who can't and wait for the guy to make a move. Dating a girl who can move, that'd be a first. I think it should be a balance. Whoever wants to make the first move does so. No obligation, no preconceptions. But how do you know it's okay to make the first move? You don't. That's why it's so hard. I would actually prefer it. I am bad at seeing if women like me or not, and I am incredibly awkward when asking them out. I yearn for true gender equality. I think 9 out of 10 guys love when a girl makes the first move. Every man is entirely okay with this as long as it follows usual rules of conduct. Putting a hand on a shoulder and offering to go back to your place, safe. Grabbing by the crotch and offering to go back to your place, probably not safe. Leaving your number on the receipt for that cute waiter, safe. Publicly hitting on your waiter in a way that he can't turn down without seeming like a bad waiter, not safe. Depending on the guy, a large part of asking a girl out is just trying to figure out it's mutual. A girl stepping up and taking the guesswork out for us would be a godsend. Do it. If he is talking to you, or approaches you, then assume there's interest. If he keeps talking to you, or it doesn't immediately hurry away, then there's definitely interest. Yes please. Yes. 1,000 times yes. Yes. I don't know of other ways to word this. Yes. Guys love when girls take initiative. Yes. Also, you would know the same a guy does, mostly not at all. Try look for signals. But signals are hard to read, easy to misread. So just do it. Just go for gold. Don't be afraid of rejection. Nothing is won without entering. Get that, boy. I like it cause I don't want to do it. I'm scared I do anything wrong, so I don't do it. Most guys prefer it. The danger of getting it wrong for a guy is much more severe than it is for a girl. You ask a girl out or take incentive as a guy and you run the risk of being called a creep, getting accused of sexual misconduct, harassment, and more. You don't know if she is laughing at your jokes and being friendly because she likes you or because she is just being polite or platonic. Because of this, there is monumental risk for any guy to take the initiative, and yet men are expected to. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. In one breath people are telling you to stop bothering women and stop with unwanted attention, and in the other breath they're saying be a man and take initiative. But whether or not you are being a creep giving unwanted attention or a real man taking initiative is largely beyond your control. That's all based on her reaction when you simply inquire. If a girl makes the move, there is now zero question of whether or not she is into you. The worst you're going to get is a very flattered guy who declines. Guys typically have zero idea who is actually into them or not. Women usually work off signals, and again, it is impossible to tell for sure if you are reading them correctly. The only safe move is to just not make one at that point. A girl making the move immediately gets rid of all guesswork and stress. In this day and age, it's preferred. We're so conditioned to ignore anything that might be an advance in fear of being called out, insulted, in trouble. Plus we're just dense to begin with. Unpopular opinion. 100% of guys want a girl they are attracted to make the first move, but guys are not attracted to 100% of girls, no matter what you might think. Every single time this question gets asked, every single guy answering yes or yes is picturing some girl they have a crush on making the first move. In reality, it's a lot more likely to be some girl they have no interest in or nothing in common with. Yes, girls absolutely should feel comfortable making the first move just as much as guys, and the world would be a better place if everyone was more open. But the reality of this playing out is that a lot of girls are going to get shot down, and a lot of guys are going to be approached by girls they don't want anything to do with. If it did become common for girls to ask out guys, then guys would probably feel the same about it as girls do now. Flattered but not interested most of the time, interested some of the time, and slightly creeped out and uncomfortable some of the time. It's better, because it takes the pressure off of me. As always with this question, please for the love of God make a move. These games aren't fun for us. Yeah, they could be white if they wanna play chess, no problem for me. Yes 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 yes. Since I'm introvert, I would be confused and terrified. Every time a girl talked to me it was always for jokes only. A surprise, for sure, but a welcome one. My shy ass would appreciate it. Gonna be that guy here, but every guy who blindly wishes for this is imagining some really cute girl crush with bashful personality shyly approaching them at the mall and adorably asking for their number. In reality, what this question means on a real-life scale, are much more commonly girls who we aren't interested in at all, or super aggressive, or socially strange, coming up to us at inconvenient times, and leave us having to find improvised reasons why we aren't interested. Or even worse, girls that we only think of as friends will start to pursue us as more, when all you really want is friendship from them. Yes, we all have that friend, the one we never thought of sexually because something just wasn't there, suddenly leaning on you to move to something more. Sorry guys, but this scenario is more than just a nice wish. And I know a lot of guys who don't get a lot of female attention are thinking right now, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know that I'd want any girl's attention. Those guys haven't had to turn down a close friend and then immediately notice the difference in dynamic just because you had to turn them down. Super sexy because there is then no fear of rejection. This reminds me of the Fallout meme. Everyone liked this, because almost all men like that. Yes, it's awesome. The problem is most girls making the first move come on way too strong. I just get the feeling we belong together is the female pickup line equivalent of I want to make you into a skin suit. How do you feel about making a shitty karma bait post? I would think I was being scammed or tricked or something, because it would be too good to be true, and my brain secretly doesn't believe I deserve good things. If girls didn't make the first move sometimes I wouldn't be married, so that's a yes from me. Completely apathetic to it one way or another. There are plenty of passive guys who would prefer it if society didn't expect them to be active agents, and plenty of active girls who would prefer it if society didn't expect them to be passive agents. I'm sure there are plenty of passive guys who'd love to see an active girl who'd dare to ask them out. But there are still plenty of guys who like to be the hunter, and plenty of women that enjoy being sought after in a passive position. I think that every style of courting should be more welcomed. I don't like hearing incels complaining about how spoilt passive-leaning women are for being passive and having standards. And I don't like hearing nice girls acting entitled to guys asking them out in droves. Accepting every behavior seems like literally the only correct way to be. Is there a single person posting here, reading this where the answer to the question is unexpected? Gee, I wonder what all the shy nerds on Reddit are going to think about girls hitting on them. Hey nerds of Reddit, how would you feel about hot girls wanting to f you? I know the answer. I just want karma. I like when the girl uses the search function to see if her question is perhaps the most common question ever asked on this sub. Okay, these questions gotta go. I mean, I'll take what I can get, LMAO. My girlfriend did. If the first move is a confession, we would not be together if she hadn't. It was a great feeling. Although I was confused. Just do it. But leave no room for him to question your intentions. Because if you have shared previous history of miscommunication, it will make him doubt it for months before he gets comfortable. But for normal flirting and stuff, Go for it. No need to think twice, even. Why is this such a flipping mystery? How do girls feel about guys making the first move? You like it. You enjoy somebody else putting themselves out there so that you don't have to face rejection. Is that nice? It's the same damn thing, except for some reason it's just expected of us and not you. Never had a crush. But I'm an anxious girl, so if anyone ever wants to date me, you'll have to make the first move or I'm never going to talk to you. A relief because I'm too clueless to notice their hints and make a first move. As long as she doesn't go for a Queen's porn opening, I can handle it. Awesome. A lot of guys, me included, can't make it without freak out. Oh boy, I can't wait for this question to be posted for the 7,685th time next week, and have all the exact same answer again. What kind of guy do you think would be against this? Op. Honestly, I think it's cute as hell. Go ahead, ladies. Hair flip. Yikes. For me, I just don't want to make a move and have it make her uncomfortable. I'm a relatively big guy, 6'0" and 230 pounds, so I am very conscious of how even my presence can make others feel. I never give compliments to girls I don't know, and I definitely haven't hit on any strangers at parties or anything because I feel like it'd make them uncomfortable, and that risk isn't worth it to me. It really sucks though, cause sometimes I see a girl rocking a cute outfit, or with nice hair, and I want to say something but I'm paranoid that it'd scare them or something. We love it. Both people should be making the first move, or there shouldn't be a move at all. Dating isn't about tricking someone into liking you, it's a mutual interest and journey to understand each other. Yes please. Have massive anxiety about starting conversation. Can keep it going just fine. As a woman who has consistently been making the first move, a little reciprocation would be nice. Like, I will ask you out. I will plan dates. I will initiate a first kiss. I'll do it. Because I know what I want. But like, give me a break and take the lead. I know men are attracted to women who make the first move. I know men like receiving compliments. But so do women. Duh. I know that should be obvious. But y'all out here asking women to step up and make a move when historically and culturally we have been taught over generations to sit back and be meek and mild and not aggressive. So I have worked to overcome centuries of patriarchal standards that are ingrained into our society, as well as years of my own deep insecurities and fear of rejection. If I can do it, you can do it. I only have so much energy to put into something before I'm going to give up. So like, maybe text me first or back within a reasonable amount of time. Maybe suggest the next date instead of relying on me to make all the grand decisions. Because I'm tired. That would be awesome. Please. I'd be very happy if they'll be brave enough to ask me out. I'd appreciate it because I'm blind on hints. I can best describe my position on this question as married. She made the first move and I was pleasantly surprised. Still going strong 20 years later. I wouldn't mind. As someone who can't read between the lines and pick up what are termed as subtle hints, I would prefer if I was dropped some hints I could pick up on. I'm taken. But guys either harass girls too much, or are afraid of being another guy bothering a girl. I was never able to approach at a bar because I always felt the motive was set in stone before anything is said. She displays value, clearly knows the Dennis system. Respect. Girl here. I made the first move every step of the way. We met at a party but didn't speak much. Afterwards, I added him on social media. I messaged him. I asked him to meet me on a date. And I instigated the first kiss on said date. Many first moves from me later, and we've been married 2 years now. Moral of the story: guys like it when you instigate. It means two things. 1. It reinforces the fact that you are into them and they love that. 2. It means you are actually an interesting person who knows what they want and you don't need to be babied and carried along. Confidence in women is hot. He asked me to marry him, so I didn't make that move. Just saying. I'm 21-year-old male and I know a 32-year-old female who told me her crush won't ask her out and stuff. I told her to ask him out and she was like, the guy has got to do it. So pushing the man to take the active role is some women's interpretation of taking the active role. So no, she said she needs to move on because he didn't make an approach. Why can't she do it herself? Ladies, pushing the guy to do the first step involves clues. It can work out for you, but it also can fail. Just ask him out for coffee or shit. Please do. I'm too stupid. Read the hints that you like me. Absolutely no reason it should be taboo. I once had a girl long-time friend. No romance, totally ghost me just because I had said girls should be able to make the first move. She got mad and was saying stuff like, "You really think girls should drive guys to dates and pay for them?" Which I never said. If a girl likes a guy and he is not making moves, she should step up and say something. Chances are good that said guy will give it a chance if he is not already occupied with someone else. He may have just not seen a chance with her, thinking he is too deep into the friend zone or something. I 100% believe that whoever likes anyone should be able to say something. If anyone is ready to take a next step, there should be no gender rules about who must bring it up. To all the women who made the first move on me, I'd like to apologize. Because I had some confidence issues. I usually chalk them down to being friendly or me reading too much into it. Several girls have told me that they really liked me back in school and tried really hard to let me know, but that I always missed the signals. Props to girls who do it though. It ain't easy, especially when the guy is as dense as me.